Okay, if you watched my last video and you're still willing to watch this one, then I guess I didn't piss you off enough, so I'm going to try a little bit harder this time. Let's talk about the Dobbs ruling. Again, this is one of those things that I've been putting off for months because this is such an emotional issue for some people. The Supreme Court, for those of you who don't know what Dobbs is the Supreme Court ruled in a case about abortion, quote unquote, rights. And they overturned Roe versus Wade decision that was made back in the 70s. And it's pissed a lot of people off. A lot of the people who want to kill babies they think they can't kill babies anymore. And they think they've had a constitutional right taken away. Well, let's take a look at that for a second. First of all, I looked in this document. It's called the Constitution of the United States of America. I carry it in my pocket. I refer to it on an almost daily basis. And nowhere in this document did I ever see anything about the word abortion, murder, for that matter, health or education or any of the other stuff that the government seems to inject itself into that it has no business doing so. But let's talk about what the Supreme Court did and what they did not do. First of all, what they did not do is take away a constitutional right to an abortion. The reason they didn't do that is because there's not one. There never has been one. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg disagreed with the basis upon which Roe v. Wade was decided, and she's been quoted on a number of occasions stating just that. So what the Supreme Court did was they decided to actually follow the Constitution, because Roe v. Wade was not constitutional. It was bad. It was a bad decision. And they thought that the foundation upon which the decision was made was faulty, so they decided to correct that. They did not take away anybody's quote-unquote right to kill a baby, because there is no such right. Never has been, never will be, unless we amend the Constitution, and I seriously doubt that that's going to happen, that you're going to write in the right for somebody to kill an unborn child. What they did do, like I said, was they're following the Constitution, particularly the 10th Amendment. Amendment 10, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. Happens to be one of my favorite amendments. All they've done here is, if anything, they've given people more control over their reproductive, decisions, because they've turned it back to the state. Before, it was a blanket rule that abortions were available in all the states because of Roe v. Wade. Well, now they've actually decided to practice some federalism, and what federalism means is you have a weak central government and a strong state governments, and things like this are decided by the states. Just like murder, what the penalties for murder is going to be in a particular state, or what the penalty for burglary or whatever is going to be. The people of the individual states vote for representatives that reflect their views on how they want those states to act on those issues, and that's all they've done here with the Dobbs ruling. Don't worry, if you want to kill babies, all you've got to do is go to a state to where the majority of the people, or the majority of the elected officials, believe that's okay, and they pass a law that says it's okay to kill babies. That's all they've done, is they've actually given the citizens more control. And if you don't want to kill babies, or you don't want to be around a place where babies are being killed or whatever, then you move to a state to where, or you either move to a state or you impact the laws of your own state to get the laws changed so that baby killing is not allowed where you live. That's the way the Constitution was designed. People are empowered to. They've actually given you more power than ever on this topic. So, again, all these people who are like, oh, they took away a woman's right to choose, or they took away, the woman's control of their body, no, they didn't. You're being ridiculous, and you're showing how stupid you are when it comes to the way our country was intended to operate. You know very little about how the Constitution works, if that's what you believe. So I would encourage you to get a little bit more educated before you start like running the streets, holding up signs, talking about how this terrible Supreme Court has taken away your right to kill babies. No, they haven't. There's going to be plenty of places where people have the same morality as you that think it's okay to kill a baby. Go there and kill your baby. Move there if you want to live among those types of people. But there are a group of people who don't think it's right to kill babies and who don't want to live among people who think it's right to kill babies. And those people are now, just like you are free to live among those people and to kill your baby if you want to. Then there's a group of people who don't want to kill babies and don't want to live among those people. So now they have a right to do that. So bottom line, abortion is a state issue, not a federal issue. Just like education should be, just like many other issues should be. But at least in this case, the Supreme Court has done the right thing. Take the morality out of it, okay? They've done what they've done what the way our country was set up to operate. They're actually following that for a change. So again, you've got more power than ever now. If you want your state to allow baby killing, then get the state laws changed so that they allow baby killing. If you don't want your state to allow baby killing, then get the laws changed so they don't allow baby killing. Or move to one of those states that fit whatever view you have on the topic. But don't go around talking about how the SCOTUS has taken away your right, your constitutional right, because you're just showing how dumb you are. And I mean, you're ignorant of the way the Constitution works and the way our country was set up, if that's what you believe. And hey, if you believe that, you're among thousands, because there's a whole bunch of dumb people out there. There's a whole bunch of people who are clueless as to how it works, and the majority of you out there have never read this document ever, and probably never will, because you're so you're so addicted to outrage that you really don't want to know what the facts are. So you just want to get all upset about not being able to kill babies or vice versa. So bottom line, the power's put back in your hands. Use it. Affect the laws in your state. But quit whining about the constitutional right for an abortion, because there never was one. Never has been, never will be. So you just really need to get over it. That's it. If I didn't piss you off about on the last one or this one, then I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, because those are two pretty inflammatory topics, and I'm sure some of you would be pissed about it. So either watch these videos or not. I don't really give a shit. So, just like in the last one, I have zero fucks to give, as they say. So much so that I've actually registered a couple of domains, ZFG 360 and ZFG 365, that will probably start. I'll probably get those set up to actually host these videos and get off the YouTube, because I suspect some of these videos will probably get censored. So anyway, have a good night. Take care. Be smarter. Learn something about how your country operates. Read the Constitution. Have a good one.